my Hunter cohort, my grad school playwriting MFA cohort, we're still really friendly and really close.
And that's good.
And we're grown-ups. And it was nice to be in a program where
there was some life
the
experience.
vibe was there was some life experience, absolutely. And also, there wasn't, everybody's hungry, everybody wants a kind of success, but that wasn't what we were there for. We were there to do great work. And I appreciated that so much about both, rest her soul, Tina Howe, who was our mentor, but also my classmates.
Person,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's really good. So I wanted to ask you, so you got past the acting, but the three areas, acting, directing, writing, did you do any of them, and did you do them all in tandem at any time, or did you really let go of the acting first? And I wondered also, I kind of do multi-layered questions, so if you
Sure,
don't want, and do you think, I guess this isn't really the question, because you said you didn't want to stand up and say the same thing every day, but do you think some of the writing and directing is an outgrowth of that, because you had you knew what a character had to do, so it might have prompted you, to move in that direction of a character has to be filled, and in a writing I can fill, and in a directing I could help help an actor fill.
100%. I know that I'm a better director and playwright because I have acted. And I know that I'm a better playwright because I direct. I know I'm a better director because I write plays.
Right.
I had a fantastic opportunity last year to work on a new play that had not been produced previously, and the playwright was around for a bunch of the process, and it was great because she provided invaluable contributions that I couldn't have.
Right.
Because she knew that play better than I did, and then we took it, with her generous care, we took it and put it into 3 dimensions, and it was really satisfying for the actors I know, for myself, and for the playwright. We all had a really great experience working together.
That is really great, because I know I've worked on new pieces as an actor, and the writers will be like, you took it to someplace we never even, sometimes the actors with the direction take a play to a spot or a level, or the character, even though they're just doing the written material, that the playwrights had never imagined, or I don't want to say never imagined, far exceeded, or whatever. You just don't know what's going to happen till you put the magic all together.
It's the best part of what I do.
Yeah.
It's the collaboration. It's the most delicious, exciting part of everything. A number of years ago, I worked with a really, really smart career coach, and he said, "What is success?" He made me examine for myself what success was, and it was about working with tremendously gifted colleagues in a respectful environment where everybody was set free to do their best work. That's what it was. It's not about needing to be in a certain venue, although sure, it would be great. It was much more about the value of the work itself. And I'm so grateful, because that has stayed with me across a number of years now, about what do I really want? What do I want work to be like? What do I want a career to feel like?
And also, you're very clear, and we should get into that because I realize time's rolling. It's where, as a director, what your mission is, when you get into a piece, or how the work process should be. I know you say, in the Playwright, you write characters that struggle to confront, their lives and the mess inside of them, and how to, and then in directing, I think you can share how your message is about that. You'll say it better than me paraphrasing.
I don't know that I will.
I think you say human behavior to light, bringing human behavior to light.
As a director, what I want to do is honor the play that I'm that I'm directing. And I guess what I mean by that is I really want it to, I wouldn't take it from 2 dimensions, which is literally a sheet of paper with type on it, into 3 dimensions, which is human beings moving in space and connecting with each other. But I want to tell the truth of the play.
Right.
And sometimes that doesn't mean that the character is telling the truth, because characters are often deceitful, whether deceiving themselves
but that
or
in
somebody
the moment
else.
is the truth of the moment. You have
That's
the deceitful
exactly
person,
right.
and you have
yes,
the yes.
right,
yeah.
right. So that's what I want to do as a director. I really want to honor the script and just take it from this to this.
Right.
That's the whole job as far as I'm concerned.
Right. And I have a question for you. I've directed a little bit more, being on the acting side. You mentioned it, but I wanted to ask, having been an actor, do you feel when you direct that you have a way to be with the actor to allow them, because you're going to know what I'm getting to, allow them to get to where they need to with the role, or, but also you have a language that maybe you can do with them. But I've worked with people, I'm saying, short of line, a director that gives you line readings is like, I don't want to say, but it's like they got to give you a minute. They got to give you a minute to find the
for
stuff.
sure.
And some just don't. They're like, no. Yeah, and it's very hard.
Yeah, it can be hard to sacrifice product for the sake of process.
Right.
It
so
can
it's
be
a fine
very
balance.
hard.
You
It can
probably
be
have
very
to work
hard to remember process when you're trying to get to a product.
And if you have a limited time.
With
to
a
get
limited
to,
time,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
What I have, so I frequently direct at Stella Adler Conservatory.
Oh, nice.
And I work with their NYU undergrad actors. I love that conservatory. I have to say, they build amazing colleagues. That's what you really want. I know when I go there, I'm going to be working with actors I want to be in the room with, and who want to be in the room with me. More to
Right,
the
and
point.
then you get a language going.
Exactly. I've worked there for a number of years, and I realized in my first day speech, my first rehearsal speech has sort of changed a little bit across time. One thing that I say every time is, I don't know what you're feeling. I can only respond to what I am seeing and hearing and feeling in response to what you're doing. So my reaction is going to be all through my filter, and I claim absolutely no objectivity, but I am outside, and I think I understand what the script wants, and so if I offer you a piece of direction that, and your reaction is, but I'm doing that, then I'm going to say I'm not receiving it.
Yeah,
exactly.
They're not getting it.
Exactly, and then we'll work together and
Yeah,
we'll figure
I'm sure
out.
if somebody says it that way to you, you get like, oh, okay, then I have to go a different way. But if somebody just stops and goes like, do this, it's like. But I would think that's not you anyway. But I just figured you have a language because of having been on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, it is really. You've said this. It's about giving people space.
Right.
It's critical, and I've in every really successful project I've worked on, I feel like every time it's been about common understanding. That's the thing that
right, and then with the kind of plays and the things you like to do with plays, and probably plays that you direct, sometimes an actor is in the experience, creating the character, but it's something that they have a kind of block for, and that I know you can't like wait forever, but sometimes it's a very big leap to get the thing, their inner fear, or their inner hiding from the mess, or they can't. You got to clean your own Anne-Marie mess. If I'm playing, if I'm playing Medea, I got to have the Medea mess.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of hard. And life always imitates art when you're doing it, and art imitates your life.
And
usually.
also, everybody has habits.
Right.
And sometimes those habits are beneficial and really helpful to a process. Sometimes they're just obstacles. And again, when I'm directing and I'm the person on the outside, I can say, all right, let's talk about this habit you have of responding this way to something.
Right.
And let's see how we can work around it,
Explore
or
something.
work past it,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
work through it, or whatever. But that's where the really satisfying work happens.
Right.
You know, when you can help an actor
Cross over.
cross over. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.